Kev, a really tough defeat to take. Just sum up that one for me.
Yeah, it's a tough one to take, a bitter pill to swallow. I really fancied us this evening to pick up maximum points. As I've said to you after the game of Saturday, I felt we were in a really good place. There's good energy about the place. We looked after the players after the weekend yesterday. Spoke to them before the game about the game plan, but it was more about wanting it more than the opposition because of the situation both of the teams are in. And we knew it was going to be a fight, a scrap, a battle, the way they play, very direct. And we knew what was coming, and it was about how we deal with it, and simply just didn't deal with it good enough. You can give them all the tactics, all the love in the world, but if you're not prepared to scrap, fight, and win your battles, win your duels, make good decisions, then you'll get punished at any level. And unfortunately, we got punished early on in the game, and no matter what level you play at, you give a team 2 goals, it's hard to come back. But we fought, we scrapped after we went 2-0 down. And when you get the goal just before half time, you've got that little bit of momentum, you come in, you set them down, you say what you have to say, then it's all over to the players. Can you go out and implement and get yourselves back in the game, show some character? And I have to say, it's no point me coming in, I've said it hundreds of times, that we dominate possession, all the stats are in our favour, but ultimately if you don't keep clean sheets and don't score the other end more than the opposition, you're going to lose football matches. And that's been the case tonight. It's been the case for a majority of the season, and that is why we are where we are. So it's bitterly disappointing to lose to a team that's in and around us, but it's happened. We'll deal with it. I'll deal with it. We're not happy about it. The beauty of this game is that we've only got 3 days to wait to try and put it right. And we've got a tough game coming up on Saturday, and we've got to dust ourselves down. We've got to go again. That's all we can do. I said to the group of players that was in there, the whole squad was in there. It's only us in this room that can get us out of this mess, and we have to find solutions, and that's what we'll be trying to do from now till Saturday.
Obviously, Boston came flying out the blocks, obviously hit the posts within seconds, really. Was that sort of a massive factor in the game, how quickly they started?
Yeah, well, we know what they're all about, and I always say to the team just before they go out, don't give the opposition any chance of getting in the game or giving them any advantage. Our game plan for me for the first 5-10 minutes was to go long, try and turn them, because a lot of teams know that we do try to play and they'll press us to try and force mistakes. So I just take that away, and we didn't do it for some reason. We did it on Saturday. Let's go a little bit more direct, try and land on sections and play higher up the pitch, and we was just inviting pressure, and it's cost us. We didn't deal with the throw-in. It was sloppy defending. They score, and then the guys put in a decent cross for the second one, but we've allowed the player to get across us and score. Bang, before you're 2-0 down. So it's disappointing, but we get back in the game, and then you're just hoping that someone gives you that little bit of magic in the second half to get another goal and hopefully get another one. But when you're hanging on to you've got something to hang on to when you're at the bottom, around the bottom of the league. You could see in the Boston players were throwing their bodies on the line. They were chasing everything. They were blocking, and that's what teams do when they're down there. And I said to our players, if that had been the other way round, we'd have probably done the same. But we put ourselves in a real awkward position, and we just couldn't get out of it.
Just finally, to try and end on a positive, Kane on for his debut at half time. How did you think he did?
Yeah, I think he showed that he's a good player. He's got energy, he's got pace. He's very direct. He travels well with the ball. It's always a difficult one to come in for your debut when a team's chasing a goal and you're trying really, really hard. But we're delighted to have secured his services. He's going to be a big asset for us moving forward from now to the end of the season. There's plenty of positive stuff to come from him, I'm sure, from now to the end of the season. So I'll have to get our thinking heads on for Saturday. Tough game at Altrincham. They beat Hartlepool tonight. They're in fine form, but we've got to go there with a belief that we can get something. We've done it. We did it at Halifax when no one gave us a chance to win there. we've got to go there with that belief that we can go there and get something.